gate open. Do this outdoor, I'm a creep.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. DeJounte Murray is out there with Ivy, and it's money in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, 1, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Over Murray. Brunson, good.
Yeah, that's just an innate awareness that the clock is putting you under duress. Jalen Brunson calmly delivers.
Zubac, a screen on Anunoby. And the basket by Money.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Now, here's Anunoby. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Brunson. That one goes in. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Wide open look here for Murray. Money passes to Ivy. Here's Money. Back to Ivy. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And being able to put up with tough defense is a must-have skill for Ivy. I like the patience he's showing there.
Brunson kicks to Towns, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
No, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Money. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Anunoby finds Brunson. It's rebounded by Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Bridges. Money passes to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's money, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Zubac a screen on Anunoby. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Brunson gets it to go.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Leonard with a screen on Anunoby. And Leonard gets it to go.
It's not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on Murray. Here's Brunson. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's money. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Leonard. The tray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
All-stars make this kind of shot. Contested jumper, no problem.
Timeout.
And Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris. No one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. The Clippers also making some changes. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Jaden Ivey, and Paul subbed in for Murray. Hart kicks to Robinson. Back to Hart. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Runs in the pass to Robinson. Here's McBride. Back to Robinson. Clock at 4. Shoots over Zubac. And there's another one for the Knicks.
This is about the extent of Mitchell Robinson's game. But boy, he's putting in work in the mid-range.
Here's Money, defended by McBride. And the basket by Money.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Brunson kicks to Robinson. Down low, Isaac with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Here's Towns. He's covered by Isaac. Brunson draws the double. And taken away by Paul. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Again, Los Angeles.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to McBride. Robinson against Zubac. Robinson passes to Hart. Shot clock at 5. Robinson kicks to Hart. They get it back. Here's McBride. Good on the three-point shot.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Knicks trail by 15. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives him so much room to operate on the offensive end.
It's tipped and taken away by Paul. Oh, Leonard in position. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
New York's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Anunoby passes to Towns. Poked away and stolen by Leonard. Here's Money. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Money's got 16.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Anunoby, drilled from 11 feet out.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Count the transition bucket. Jalen Brunson.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Money, score that one for him. His 8th field goal, 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to McBride. Brunson outside. There's Brunson from deep.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Here's Money. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brunson scanning the floor. Rebound by the Clippers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Clippers lead by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Los Angeles Clippers.
You hear that?
Yeah?
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Well, I think for the Clippers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Money.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Back to Brunson. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Count it. Good. Anunoby's got 16 points. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments. Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Ivy passes to Money. Zubac, a screen on Anunoby. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Hart. Inside, poked loose, and stolen by Ivy. Here's the break. Here's Murray. Again, the Clippers.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Anunoby outside. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
And the basket by Money.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Clippers, number 1.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
And so it's New York with it, trailing by 17. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Pass to Hart. Basket counts. Hart's got his second basket of the game.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Incredible wingspan. Unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Anunoby outside. Tipped away. Pass to Bridges. Here's Hart. And it's sent back by Leonard.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status. Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
Both shots good from the stripe. Knicks trail by 19. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on Murray. Brunson no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Hart kicks to Brunson. Over Murray. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. Clippers leading by 17. Screen by Zubac. Money gets it to go from beyond the arc. Money's got 33.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad score.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Brunson. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Takes it inside.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
Clippers lead 86.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
To the paint, here's Robinson. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
70.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Number 11 from Chris Paul.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Pass to Hart. Launches it. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
91-73.
Here's Money, defended by Hart. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And he makes the first.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to...
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles. Money comes in for Harrison Barnes. Murray against Brunson. To the middle. Robinson down low. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Hart is out there with Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Bridges against Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Lobs it up for Zubats. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Man, did Zubats get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Money.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Knicks trail by 16. Anunoby outside. Bridges outside. Murray against Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Brunson with no fear.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Money, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Hart finds Anunoby. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Now Towns. Count that bucket.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Los Angeles leading by 10. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Brunson against Murray. And a beautiful finish by Brunson. Brunson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. 47 points for money.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive, really steady from the field.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Money. He's guarded by Anunoby. Towns with the steal. Bridges against Ivy. Bridges kicks to Towns. Here's Brunson, 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last. He got it again! Sensational!
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances.
At 50 for the 18th time. Only Harden, Kobe, Jordan, and Wilt have had more. That's a who's who of scores.
For 3, Murray, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Money passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hart. And here are the Knicks. 11-point game. Here's Brunson. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Money.